make that evident. Premier car builders in the world. My buddy Johnny. So Johnny, not that you need introduction, because you don't, because of who you are and because of the beautiful automobiles you make perfect. But introduce yourself, buddy.
Renny, thank you. I'm flattered. I'm flattered at what you said. I really appreciate that. First off, I'm John DeAugustino from Discovery Bay, California, owner of DeAugustino Customs and Celebrity Customs. And I'm here with the SONAX, here in the booth here.
Rocking it, baby.
Actually, here with the Sophia car. They called me a few months back and they said, out of all your cars, we want to display Sophia at the SEMA show. And I was honored. I told the SONAX people, the SONAX family, yes, we will have Sophia here.
Well, I'll tell you, you can look at the crowd that she gathers around her. I mean, she's a gorgeous, gorgeous vehicle. So if you wouldn't mind, I'd love to take a kind of a walk down memory lane as you're building this vehicle, what it took. So where did this car start out at? Where did you start? How rough was it when you started to go on her?
Okay, the car is a California original rust-free car.
Okay.
There was very few made. It's a 1940 Cadillac 62 series, not a LaSalle.
Wow.
So there's very few of them. And I found out there's only 7 registered 62 series two-door Cadillacs in America.
Pretty rare.
So it's very rare, and this is the only customized version of it.
Wow.
So I would say there's probably 40 or 50 total. That's including parts cars. So if you lose a part, you have to make it.
That's pretty unreal. So what was the condition of the car in general though when you started out? And did you have this in mind going into it in the early days when you started building the car?
I've always wanted to build a 40 Cad 62 series, but I could never find one. And then about 3 years ago, in my home area, 30 miles away in Danville, California,
wow,
this was stored since 1955.
Wow.
So basically, for all those years, it was in a barn behind this big, beautiful mansion house. And I ended up buying the car. It wasn't running at the time. It had the original flathead. And actually, I got it running. After about 3 or 4 hours of working on it,
you got to be kidding
we got
me.
the original engine
That's
running.
Unbelievable, unbelievable. So when you envisioned this, how did you map it out? How did you mind map what you wanted to do with this car?
First off, back in the 80s, I built a car, 1940 Mercury called Stardust. Same type of top treatment, the Barris style curved Hirahata Matranga look. And after I built that car, I started searching for a 40 Cadillac. So for 20 plus years, 25 years, I couldn't find one until 3 or 4 years ago. I had this car planned, what I wanted to do to it, when I actually found it.
That's awesome.
I wanted to widen the fenders, I wanted to chop the top, give it a different silhouette. I wanted to retain the Barris look.
Yep.
The curved windows, which is the way to do it.
It is.
But what I did a little bit different was those rear quarters slide.
What? No way.
They slide out.
You got to be kidding
and
me.
that on the door, on top of the door, that chrome channeling, there's 2 screws in the front, 2 screws on the side there. You take those out, now you got a complete hardtop. There is no chrome around it, just around the whole perimeter. And that's all special made. The chrome around the perimeter is all special.
So that's insane. Now, how long of a project was this from start to finish?
About 2,500 hours, a year and a half.
Woo, that's unbelievable. And you did a lot of the work yourself, didn't you?
No, I did the design work, most of the design work. I had Oz Customs in Orville, California.
Gotcha.
Actually build the car, and we with both our directions, put our heads together. This is how it came out.
Unreal.
But I would say probably, just to say, let's start with the body work. Top chopped, 5 inches front, 6.5 inches rear. But we didn't retain the whole original top. We had to make panels to make it that.
Did you really? Wow.
With the silhouette we have there.
Yeah, that's not easy.
This is all round rod around the windows.
That's unreal.
That's all 1/4 inch round rod, all shaped. The doors have been all reshaped. The doors are lengthened 3 inches.
Wow.
Yeah, the back window's been laid down. If you look at a side profile, it's got a fabulous silhouette.
Oh, it does. Any direction you look at this car, it's something else. Would you guys agree? I mean, it's just, is it unreal or what? I mean, it's just beautiful. Now, I got to ask you, who came up with the color combo?
I did.
Did you really?
I did. Everybody was saying go dark, go blues, go dark greens, jade greens, emerald greens, midnight blues, even black. I says, no, I'm going totally opposite. Everybody thought I was crazy. They said, you're going to ruin a good car.
No.
If you do it, if you go into the light colors, it's not going to make it.
And Sophia, the name Sophia, where's that come from?
It all started in 1998 when I built the first celebrity custom called Maryland. That was a 53 Caddy that actually was sold over to Sydney, Australia. So I wanted to do a series of celebrity cars. So we did Maryland, We did a couple Elvis cars. We did the Gable Packard. See,
Oh,
this
yeah,
is reminiscent of the Gable,
Yep,
the 40
great,
Packard.
great car.
So you got the 40 Merc, 40 Packard, 40 Cadillac.
Yep. Is that
So-
something else or what?
Yeah, and now we have the Elvis 3 coming out of Milan, Italy.
Wow.
That's going to be going to the Grand National. It's going to be going to Sacramento and the Portland Roadster Show. We're going to do a special exhibit at the Portland Roadster Show with the Elvis 3 car, 59 Cadillac.
Please tell me it's coming down to my area. Is it going to make it to Pomona?
Without a doubt.
Oh, yeah.
Without a doubt.
You know, that's a show that I haven't missed in a long, long time. It's a great show. And if you haven't gone to those, it's incredible.
Yeah, the whole car was built in Milan, Italy, with Celebrity Customs of Italy and myself. We designed it. We all own it together. There's 3 partners in it. And they're going to debut the car November 19th in Milan, Italy, downtown with all the TV celebrities. And then a week or 2 later, they're going to actually ship it by boat.
Brother, that's cool.
And debut at the Grand National and go to Portland and Beverly Hills, the whole bit.
Riddler?
Yeah, we'll bring it. We're going to bring it.
You're going to bring it home.
It's an upside down car. The whole bottom is all painted gold pearl, white pearl, pinstripe.
I got to tell you, even taking aim at that award is something else. I mean, it's just something else. So going back to this color, it's not an easy color to shoot, is it?
This was in the paint booth for 2 months. We kept trying panels before we paint the car, panels. Too green, too blue, it just wasn't right. Then finally, me and Oz got our heads together and I says, Oz, it's got to look like sherbet. It's got to be minty. It can't be too green. And we did it, and finally he said, John, I think I have it. So when I came back to look at it, looked at the panel, I says, you know what? It's perfect, go for it.
That's something
So
else.
then we start applying it and it came out just like you look. And it's all house of color. It's just a special mixed house of color. We used 6 or 7 different pearl tones, 6 or 7 different candy toners. If you look, it's shaded in a little darker green.
Yep.
It's got the white ice pearl.
Well, you know, I'm passionate about making cars perfect.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to volunteer this up right now.
Okay.
When you go to take, not that she's even got a blemish on her.
Right.
But when you go to touch this car, it'd be an honor to turn a polisher on this car with you. Really would. I would love to take and just take this thing to the next level with you.
Well,
she's beautiful.
If you look at it now, all I've been using is SONAX on it.
Is that cool or what?
I've been using SONAX products, and it's funny, I'm the type of guy, and it's been going on for years. Every 2 hours, I look at my clock.
I watch
I
you.
get that duster out.
Yep.
And I dust this car.
Yep.
For some reason, when I dust this car, there's no dust.
No.
I don't know if it's repelling.
It is. It is.
If that anti-static is repelling, but
It is.
I look at the windows. You can tell if there's dust on the windows. I did this 2 hours ago. Look at those windows.
Yeah,
here.
and we got buffers going right behind you. I mean, you got the
I
dust
don't
from
know.
that, and there's nothing on there. So, okay, not that, it's like a child. Not that we have, I'm a father of 4. I know you've got kids. We never pick out a favorite, but if I'm going to put you on the spot.
Okay.
Out of all the cars that you've taken and built, do you have a favorite?
My last car, right here.
Right there.
I would
Good
definitely
answer.
say, and the Gable car, the Elvis car, the Maryland car. I mean, I could go on and on. I've built over 100 of these, but I think it's so rare and the color is so yummy and it's so popular. It's won so many of the big prestigious awards.
It has.
The King of Customs in
Look at that.
Sacramento.
Look at that.
I won the Triple Crown there, the Barris Awards, the Balon Awards, the most popular car, Ladies' Choice. This car's won it all. It's been
Unreal.
to Europe. It's going back to Europe. It's going to
Unbelievable.
Australia.
Well, you've got a big following in Europe. You're huge in Europe, correct?
I've been actually shown in Europe for to be 20 years coming up,
Wow.
1995, and I've probably been to Europe over 100 times.
That's awesome.
Already.
That's great.
Yeah, getting ready to go to
Go
Germany.
back again. Yeah, you're
going
going
to
back
Essen,
again.
Germany in 3 weeks with SONAX.
So I got to ask you, we're not as young as we used to be, but we're still fighters, right?
Hey, nothing's gonna stop me.
Nothing's gonna. So who is your inspiration? Who really inspired you?
Barris,
There you
Balon, Winfield. Those are the guys that really got me going, without a doubt. I used to watch it when I was a young guy. Used to look at the magazines, couldn't read them, but I used to look at them. Those guys were, and they're still around.
They are.
I really look up to Barris and Balon and
too.
Winfield and it's Starbird.
I had the opportunity to have a private conversation with George Barris not too long ago, and I was almost in tears because I told him, as a car guy now, you don't know what you did as a kid, your creativeness and the oddity, because he didn't follow the lines either. You don't take and follow typical lines, and that's what I love about you guys.
Very creative, very innovative.
Creative.
George Barris and Sam Barris are very creative.
Yeah, and to this day, you can tell that those were your influences, all those names that you meant, because you're not following typical, and I love that. So, brother, thanks, man, for coming in. You guys, is this guy great or what? Is this car amazing or what? So, thank you so much.
Thank you, Renny. I really want to thank SONAX Car Care in Germany.
You got it.
I was telling you,
they're the real
that's
deal.
why this car is here. I believe in the product, and I'll be with that product for the rest of my life.
Me too.
Number
Amen.
one in the world.
Ditto here, man. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks.
Appreciate it, man.